Ready to dive into something a little different. We're talking commercial cleaning, and you might be surprised to hear it's undergoing a pretty fascinating transformation.
It's not your typical hot topic.
Right.
But what's really interesting is the role women are playing in reshaping this entire industry.
Exactly. We came across this article from Rainbow Property Maintenance, a company based in Chicago. It's titled Breaking Barriers, Women's Crucial Role in Commercial Cleaning, and it really caught our eye.
I was struck by their angle. It's not just about cleaning, it's about leadership, innovation, even sustainability. They seem to be walking the walk too, based on some really positive customer reviews.
Yeah, the reviews are pretty glowing. People mention things like responsiveness and clear communication, which isn't always a given, even in industries known for customer service.
It really makes you wonder what's driving this shift. Because historically, commercial cleaning hasn't exactly been seen as a particularly progressive field, right?
You're not wrong, but this article points to a pretty significant change. We're seeing more and more women not just working in commercial cleaning, but actually running the show.
And it seems like it's more than just about breaking stereotypes, although obviously that's part of it. The article really digs into the strengths many women bring to this kind of work that are proving to be incredibly valuable.
It specifically mentions attention to detail, empathy, and customer service, being able to multitask effectively, skills you might not immediately associate with what some people perceive as, well, just cleaning.
Right. And that's the thing. It's so much more than just cleaning. Think about it. A missed detail in a hospital, a miscommunication about a cleaning schedule in a busy office building. Those things can have real consequences.
That's a great point. It's about creating a safe and healthy environment, which requires a whole different way of thinking.
And the article actually uses this phrase, strategic sanitation, to describe this more holistic approach. It's not just about making things look clean on the surface. It's about understanding the deeper needs of a space and the people who use it.
Which seems to be exactly what Rainbow Property Maintenance is all about. We saw comments from building managers praising their responsiveness to issues, practice managers talking about how clear their communication was. It really seems like they're putting those values into practice.
It's one thing to talk the talk, but to see it reflected in how a company actually operates, that says a lot. It suggests that making a commitment to diversity in this case, empowering women in the industry, can lead to some pretty incredible results. And ultimately, a higher standard for everyone.
It's really heartening to see a company like that putting these ideas into action, but the article doesn't shy away from some of the tougher realities either. Like, yeah, there are some unique challenges women in this industry are still facing.
Right. It's not all rosy. The article talks about things like persistent gender bias and the struggle to balance work and family life. And of course, safety concerns, especially since a lot of this work happens outside of regular business hours.
Absolutely. And those are issues that definitely need more attention. But even with those challenges, the article also highlights a lot of really cool opportunities emerging in this field. And it seems like women are at the forefront of a lot of them.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's not just about overcoming obstacles, it's about seizing new possibilities. The article talks about women stepping into leadership roles, starting their own companies, and even pioneering things like green cleaning practices and using robotics.
That's what I thought was so interesting. It's not necessarily the first industry you'd think of as being on the cutting edge of technology, but it makes sense when you think about it.
Totally. I mean, robotics can really boost efficiency and improve safety. And then you've got green cleaning practices, which are all about creating healthier spaces for everybody. It's like women are really reshaping what we even think of as commercial cleaning.
It's a good reminder that innovation can come from anywhere. But I do have to ask, and maybe this is just me, but I'm wondering how all of this connects back to the average person listening. Like, it's fascinating stuff, but what's the takeaway for someone who's not in the cleaning business?
I think it's a valid question.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Whether you're running a company, managing an office, or even just working in one, the quality of your cleaning service affects you directly, maybe more than we realize.
That's a good point. We kind of take it for granted, but a clean and healthy work environment can impact everything from productivity to how often we get sick.
Exactly. And even beyond that, it can just make us feel better. And I think that the takeaway here is that when we support companies like Rainbow Property Maintenance companies that are really championing women and these values we've been talking about, we're kind of indirectly investing in a better experience for ourselves too.
So it's like a win-win. You're supporting a company that's doing things right, and you're reaping the benefits in your own workspace.
Right. It's all connected. I think it just goes to show that even our choices as consumers can have a ripple effect. By supporting businesses that align with our values, we can contribute to a more equitable and sustainable world, even in ways we might not expect.
Now, that is something to think about. It's bigger than just cleaning. It's about making choices that reflect what we believe in. This whole deep dive has been eye-opening. It really makes you think, if women are already making such a difference in an industry like this, what could that mean in other fields too?
Right. It's pretty inspiring. Imagine if we could bottle that dedication and that commitment to customer service and sprinkle it across all kinds of industries. The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing.
Totally. It just goes to show that positive change can pop up in the most unexpected places. And as we've been saying, supporting companies like Rainbow Property Maintenance Companies that are putting these values front and center, well, it's a small step, but it's a step in the right
It
direction.
all adds up, right? I mean, every choice we make as consumers sends a message. When we choose to support businesses that share our values, whether it's about diversity or sustainability or just plain old doing good work, it all makes a difference in the long run.
This deep dive has really done us a lot to think about. Who knew commercial cleaning could be so thought-provoking?
It just goes to show you never know where you're going to find inspiration. Sometimes it's in the most ordinary places. It's all about keeping our eyes open and asking questions.
Well said. A huge thank you to you for joining us on this journey into the world of commercial cleaning. We'll see you next time for another deep dive. Until then, remember, even the smallest actions can spark big change.